Okay, so here's the analysis part. So painting's finished. The top, and I'll give you a clear picture of it because it might not come through. There's a lot of detail that it might not be showing, but you can see that overall. So if I draw a line right here, this represents the line of awareness. So it's like what's on top of the line, what's up here, represents what's active in your vibration right now. You may or may not be aware of it, but it's usually things you're kind of aware of. You may be aware of the presence of the divine in your life. It feels like a lot of movement. It's very balanced from left to right, moving. It's focused slightly to the right, which is, if we divide it like here, it's just slightly focused on the right side. This side represents masculine energies like action and linear thinking and step-by-step planning, that sort of thing. On the left side is more feminine energies like intuition, creativity, spirituality, non-linear, more abstract thinking. And you can see kind of, it's got this back and forth, it's got this movement, but facing to the right. So it's really focused like what's happening like externally, and the movement toward the external, but bringing in all that energy from the left side, from the intuitive spiritual. I love the movement right here, is really interesting to me. And then it almost looks like a heart leaf kind of thing. Right back here, I just saw this. I need to do it. I thought it was done. Sometimes that happens. I want to emphasize this little starburst. And this feels related to relationships, because the equidistant cross shows up in relation to relationships. It's like integration. It's two things coming together. So it could represent, love life relationships, but also the relationship in and with yourself. I see another example of that here, where it's kind of this overlapping, integrating the two sides, the two types of energy, integrating things within yourself. It also feels like a guiding star, because you've got this. So we'll move down here. So all of this is active. It's active in your vibration. There's a lot of spirit, God, source energy, the universe, however you choose to define it, is very, very active in your experience right now. With a heart full of love. I love that lit up like a heart. Below this line is what's coming into your awareness. So this is when you talk about past, present, and future. You could divide it in a line like this is the past, and then this is the present right in here, and then this is the future down here. And so we've got this really like focused awareness on this activity up here. It feels like down here, your spiritual self. I don't know that looks like you, but it represents, everything in here represents some aspect of you. But this is like, it feels like there's something like, I want to say inner child, but it doesn't look like a child. It's more like that, oh gosh, like curiosity and excitement and interest. So it feels like your natural, because you're in nature, your natural curiosity and natural ability to like seek the meaning of things and interest, that's going to peak up again. Like, if I don't know if you've been feeling a lull in that, but you're really going to get like inspired, is what I want to say. Some letters like S and C, I kept seeing like this S shape with things. So I don't know if those are relevant. There's a couple letters in it. It feels like a little bit of a light language. I don't really know what that means, but I'm passing that along. And there's these another heart here. So there's so much love. It feels like it's just coming from this light. And as you move down here, these are things that are kind of subconscious. You've got the two people in a boat, and I feel like that's your relationship. That's a nice visual of the two of you rowing a boat together. There's only one set of oars, so you must be sharing or something. And going like toward this, kind of connecting and taking the spiritual path together, which is nice. I know it looks really blue. That's the weird lighting of my camera. It's very purpley. That blue it's like a cobalt blue, that number 25. But this is like a periwinkle, and this is kind of a, these are pretty accurate, but there's this, so it feels very much like two things. One, spiritual connection, and two, self-expression. So it feels like this idea of who am I? Well, this is you. You are a powerful light being. You are a rising energy that's natural and part of the earth. And I think you tend to see these things active around you and don't recognize that it is you too. These evergreen trees that give stability and kind of like set the picture. I also feel kind of like there's like this globe or this circle. It kind of became a circle, and that's also representative of the self. I'm looking at what else. I'll write up a few things too, and then we'll talk about it. But those are the things that I wanted to point out. And I'm gonna process these and send them to you now. Talk to you soon.